Hey everybody, this is Tom at Buxton Auto. I got a quick video for you. This one's not real long. This is about the tax that you pay when you go and buy a car. Now this can be the tax, title, and license that a dealer collects, or this can be what will it cost you to get the car registered when you go buy it private party. One of the big misconceptions is that if you buy it from a dealer, you're going to pay more in taxes. Some people ask about how much the TT&L is because they simply don't have enough money to get the car bought, and so they need to know what to plan for. Others have a misconception that they'll pay less tax if they buy the car private party and lie about what they paid for the car. So let me break down what some of these costs are and how it works, and we'll go from there. So way back in the day when I was a young man growing up, you'd take your title to the county tax office. They'd say, "What'd you pay for it?" And you'd say $500. And you'd get taxed on $500. Well, the reality is the state caught on to that at about 2009. They knew that they were losing a lot of tax revenue. So the state ended up incorporating a system called the standard presumptive tax. What that is they have a database that they look at for the state, and they look up that VIN number automatically when you go to register your car. And then they will either tax you on the number that you claimed you paid for it, or the standard presumptive tax, whichever is higher. This eliminates all these people saying they paid $500 for a 2020 Porsche or something like that. So standard presumptive tax. It's by VIN. It can't be stopped. It is what it is. Now I will put a link down below where you can click on it, and it will take you to the Texas DMV website where the presumptive tax calculator is located if you want to know. It will tell you two things. You will put in the VIN number of the vehicle and the mileage. And then it will tell you what the presumptive tax is. That is what you're going to be taxed on when you buy the vehicle. Okay? Now, in terms of taxes, Texas is pretty straightforward. When you take your car in, let's just say as an individual, you take your car title in to the tax office, you're going to get license plates, and you're going to transfer the title into your name. What are you going to pay for fees? Pretty straightforward. One, you'll pay a $33 title transfer fee. Two, license plates, I want to say, don't get me wrong if I'm lying, are $74.50. Then you will pay $25.50 for an inspection, or if you're in a non-emissions county, $7.50 for the inspection. What it is was years ago, we had 2 stickers and the inspection was like $50. They've changed all that up just to eliminate the inspection stations having to pay and send the money into the county. Now you pay the first part of that, or half of it, directly to the inspector. You pay the other half when you are renewing your registration. So you're still paying the money, it's just now you're paying half to the guy that does the inspection and half to your registration. Then our tax is 6.25% of purchase price or of presumptive value, and again the state goes with whichever number is higher. So a lot of times people will ask or want to just take the title from my dealership and they're going to go do it themselves. Well, for one thing, legitimate car dealers are not allowed to just hand over a title to a customer and hope that they're going to go do the title transfer. The only exception to that is if the car is being taken out of state or out of the country. So we can stamp these titles for export only, and then they cannot be registered in the country. Or there's a special form we fill out and we notify the state that the car is to be registered outside of the state. Those are the only 2 reasons that we're allowed to hand the title to the customer and hope that the customer is going to go do it. Anyway, customers will ask about, oh, I'll pay my tax on my own, this or that, because they have an expectation that the taxes will be lower if they do it that way. And I will tell you that that is not accurate information. If you buy a car from a licensed used car dealer, the price that goes on your sales form is the price that you are taxed on, and that is the tax that's collected. So if you're buying a hoopty of a car or an older car or something like that, it may very well benefit you to let the dealer do it, which you don't have a choice anyway. The next thing I want to point out is that the tax is 6.25%. So for every $1,000 that you lie, commit a felony, lie about what you paid for a car, you're saving $62.50 on tax. Now, the state has also figured out there's quite a bit of fudging these numbers on the lower end cars. So imagine you said you paid $1,000 less for this car, you would save yourself $60.
Hey everybody, this is Tom. If you're still watching my video, that means you're watching this plug. And what I want to ask for in this plug is for you to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I recently looked at my Facebook data and I found out that only 5% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed to my channel. I know part of it is because some of the stuff I do is very specific information. How do you sign your title? How do you get a copy of your title? What do the different title colors mean? And that's something that you probably go to YouTube because of a Google search. You find that information, you get your question answered, and you're done. And that's one of the reasons I've started including some behind the scenes from my car dealership into my channel. So if it's content that you think you like, that you might like, that you know someone that would like, or you just constantly are having questions, maybe you're buying and selling cars on your own at home in your garage, maybe you're thinking of opening a dealership, a subscribe to my channel and a like would go so far. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching.
All right, now let's take a look at if you bought the car from a dealer, what is the difference going to be? Well, you still pay the $33 tax, title transfer. You pay 6.25% sales tax, same as an individual. $25.50 or $7.50 for a safety inspection, same as an individual. Registration, $74.50, same as an individual sale. So there's no savings there, okay? That money that the dealer collects, he takes to the county and he pays the county. Doesn't get to keep it, he takes it to the county. The only areas where dealers sometimes can get a little more money out of you, which if they didn't do this, they would only adjust the price, is the dealer document fee. In Texas, the highest dealer doc fee allowed is $150. A lot of used car dealers, it's $50 or $100. I'm sure on new cars it's different and it's higher, but $100 or $150. What is the doc fee for? That's not money that goes to the state. That is money the dealer keeps. And we use that to offset some of the costs in terms of registering the vehicles. We have to send somebody to the tax office, they need to be paid. They have to drive to the tax office, we have related expenses. It gets your paperwork done. That's what that money's for, and that is what the state allows. The next thing that gets passed to the customer is vehicle inventory tax. And it is like, 0.0017 something percent of your sales. So, on a car that's $1,000, it's, $1.71 or some shit like that. So not a big expense. So you're not really saving a lot of money by trying to get the dealer to give you your paperwork and you're going to go do that registration. You're also not really saving any money registering the car that you bought from an individual versus registering the car when the used car dealer does it. Again, the only difference is those couple of fees, okay? Some of the bigger dealerships, they may try to sell you an extended warranty. That's an option. They may try to sell you undercoating. That's an option. They may have any number of services they want to upsell or tack on, but those are options. There are even a few used car dealers that do not charge the document fee, but I will say that probably 90% of us do, and it's generally $50 or $100. Passing on the price of the dealer inventory tax is a pretty common thing too. That's just a number that we factor in to our vehicle profit. Profit's not a bad word, guys. We buy these hoopties, we fix them, we clean them, we make them safe for you, we put them in a controlled, lighted environment where you don't have to worry about getting mugged buying a car, and we are due a little bit of a profit. If the state were to take that away today, the only thing that would change is the price of the car would go up, because business is always going to find a way to deal with the restraints of government. So don't sweat it. If you like the car that's at the car dealership, just come in and buy it. It is what it is. I'm not saying to buy from me or buy from anybody in particular, but don't feel like it's going to cost you a lot more money to buy from the dealership. It's nominal, $100 maybe, $150, something like that. You might be able to negotiate that price down. Most dealers are understanding, and if there's enough margin in that car where they can keep their lights on and pay their bills, they're probably going to bend or meet you halfway or something like that.
All right, so I was editing my video and I realized I left out the part about exemptions to the standard presumptive tax. So let me see if I can get all these in, and also it will be in print on the page of the DMV website that I have the link for. So we have new vehicles never sold before, vehicles that were sold by used car dealerships. We have vehicles over 25 years old. We have vehicles purchased at government or foreclosure auctions. We have vehicles that are off-road vehicles, such as dirt bikes and all-terrain vehicles. Salvage or abandoned vehicles. Now here's a key. Salvage vehicles. That is the pink title that says salvage motor vehicle. That is not the rebuilt title, which would be blue or brown, and under remarks say rebuilt. Okay, it is a true salvage title. Then we have vehicles bought through storage or mechanics liens, vehicles given as gifts, which I do have a video on how to do the affidavit of gift, which lets you transfer that title for $10. Check my other videos, it's there. And then even trade vehicles, when vehicles of equal value are swapped by the owners. Now, I don't know how the hell they'd figure that out. But anyway, those are the exemptions. They're also in the web page for the DMV, and the link is below.
Y'all, that's all I got for you today. Quick, easy video about the Texas standard presumptive tax. Link in the video down below so that you can go to their website, click that website, and see what the tax would be on a particular VIN number and mileage. You can do that when you're going to look at the car if you're worried about it. Or, if you're trying to find out what you would be paying compared to what other people are paying, it's also a good resource. Bear in mind, it is an average of all VIN numbers that match that equipment package. So it's probably not the best negotiating tool, but it may help. If you're looking at an 05 Ford F-150, it may have a presumptive value of $3,000. If the fellow that you are trying to buy it from wants $4,000 or $4,500, even though it's an average, you might say, hey, I've looked this up. The tax roll says it's worth like $3,000. Could you take any less? It may be a negotiating tool that you could use. Anyway, that's my video. I did want to say thank you for watching these. I'm crawling up finally to about 3,000 subscribers. By the time I post this, I should be right at 3,000 subscribers. I appreciate it. I'm actually getting a deposit in the bank now that I actually notice, which is nice. By no means is it big money. It's like $250 a month. And, it's something that I enjoy doing in my off time. So I appreciate that. If you have more car title things you want to see or hear, questions, whatnot, let us know. And we will do our best to get that video made if it's something that I'm competent in. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.